Welcome to this series on ERP systems for manufacturers. We're going to find out from Tom what is an ERP system, how it might save you time and money, and then we're going to follow through the whole manufacturing process from quoting to scheduling to shop floor data capture to find out what MIE Trak Pro can do for you. Welcome to MTD Technical Corner. Now today we're talking about ERP systems, but Tom, for those who don't know, what is an ERP system?
So ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning, and essentially it's an end-to-end business management system which quite often consists of modules from quoting all the way through to accounting.
And for people who might be running manufacturing houses, machine shops, fab houses, who are currently managing the operations, maybe the customer orders, the work orders, the invoicing, quoting through kind of maybe a mixture of Excel and Word and paper and kind of pen and paper, why do you think they would need to move to something quite big, complex, and if I might say kind of costly as an ERP system?
So we often find that a lot of clients that come to us, as you mentioned, do have several systems in place, whether it be Excel or other platforms. And a lot of the time, those systems do not talk to each other. Therefore, there is quite often a lot of inefficiency. There's a lot of double handling of data. And as a result of that, a lot of potential for human error. Mistakes such as those can quite often be costly to a business. So by implementing an ERP package, which is I guess a package that manages all of those processes under one hood, it eliminates all of those elements and therefore in the long run can be quite a time saver but also a cost saver.
There's definitely a lot to go wrong if you're handling something in Excel and then you've got paperwork on the shop floor and you're going to kind of marry those up at the end of a run of batches of products or something. But where do you think a company would need to move to an ERP system in their development and growth process?
I mean, technically, we work with customers who purchase a single user license off us and, probably turn over less than £1 million per year. On the other hand, we work with companies that are at the complete other end of the spectrum. So I wouldn't say there's a written rule as such. What I would say is that our approach is we can very much cater it regardless of the size of the business. MIE Solutions or MIE Trak Pro is provided as a complete end-to-end package out the box. Having said that, when we go through the implementation process, we will sit down and obviously, I guess, see to the client's requirements and implement the modules that are going to add value to what they do. So it's very much tailored in that regard.
Okay, and when you say, you said earlier that the software can save time and money, someone might listen to that and think, well, I'm spending hard-earned cash on a piece of software, but it's not buying me machine capacity, it's not buying me more people on the shop floor to run those machines. How is it going to make, and I make money by getting products out the door. Mm-hmm. How is it going to save me time and money?
So really the first thing is by eliminating mistakes. Make a mistake, you've got to go back and rectify that mistake. As I say, we're very much there to eliminate that process. The other thing as well is with the double handling of data, there is a lot of human intervention that's needed when you do have several separate systems in place. Again, with MIE Trak offering it as an end-to-end package, you put the data in once, that data then follows all the way through the system. And
I guess it's important to really stress the fact that people cost money, machines cost money.
Absolutely.
And if you're tying up a person that would be running a machine, you're kind of costing yourself double as well the time.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's move on to, let's say someone's been convinced, they think, okay, maybe I do need some kind of ERP system to handle my operations. How do they, let's say they've got other software packages like that handle payroll or accounting or tax, or they have someone's written Excel sheet, loads of macros they absolutely love and they want to use that for a certain little part of their operations. How does MIE Trak handle kind of the ecosystem already in place at a company? As
I mentioned, MIE Trak is provided as a complete package, so it can be used as an end-to-end enterprise resource planning platform. However, at the same time, we do have a lot of customers that will only utilise modules that are going to add value to what they do. So a good example you mentioned there is accounting. We can provide accounting as part of our package, which comes with it as standard. Some customers go down that route. Others prefer to stick with the third-party accounting package they have at the time. And in that case, we can export that data across, as we also do have third-party integrations with CRM packages that are out there, CAD/CAM packages, programming packages, and so on.
Okay, fair enough. So there's that good data interoperability. But any good and effective piece of software is generally going to have a bit of a learning curve associated with it. It's going to take some time to get used to. How do you handle kind of making sure that people who are going to be using the software in the manufacturing house and in the company can use it effectively from day one?
So when clients make the decision to go with MIE Solutions and MIE Trak Pro, they are at that point allocated a dedicated trainer. That trainer will then manage the entire implementation process with them from start to finish. So they will initially go through the setup of the system, and then once the system has been set up, they will then go through the process of showing them how to actually use the system in order for them to get out of it what it is that they're looking for in the first place. So yeah, we very much unliterally handhold the customer from start to finish through the process.
And that's a bit like other software systems like HubSpot or kind of more standard enterprise stuff people would be used to in the kind of more SaaS oriented, that you'll still need that training because you need to know how to use the software effectively.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. And if people want to get in touch and find out how MIE Trak Pro can help them, how do they get in touch?
Best way would be through our website, which is mie-solutions.co.uk. On there's our contact us page along with our phone number and email address.